Yeah.
But Bob's your uncle.
As you can hear, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We're back in the building.
Come on, man.
Feel me? We're back in the building. It's Urban Error 404.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Let them
saying?
know.
Make some noise. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know what buttons
Yeah, I don't
are
know
there,
what
but
button
so I
it is
don't wanna
either,
risk
innit?
it.
Yeah, you know them way there, but yeah, man, we're back for another episode. You know, full gang in the building, man. It's one, I
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah, -1.
One
yeah,
nation.
-1.
Yeah, let's let them know who's there, man.
Yo, obviously we got yourself, efficient in the building ish.
Yeah.
One of the smoothest cats, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, come
No,
on,
not
man.
a cat like that, but you know what I mean, American, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But one of the smoothest brothers.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? Obviously to the right, to the right of me, we got DJ, obviously. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? We got myself, Average Joe, and we got a
Not
special.
so average, come on.
Come on, and we got a special guest in the building today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Marco's back for another great
My
episode.
nigga back.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, them know me as the strongest. The girls know me as the longest.
He's waiting to say that.
Yo, it's already begun. Oh my days. But yeah, man, what's the man them saying, man? Obviously, yeah, whoever wants to start with that.
Yeah, man, been blessed, man. Just long week working, you know, grinding. You know how we do, man. Shout out to the team in the back of the camera
I
as
forgot
well,
to say
like
that.
behind the
Thank you,
scenes,
my bro.
CK, Flyder,
Come
Glow.
on, Glow in the
Come on, man.
building.
Shout out
Come
to
on,
everyone.
so glow.
Holding it down. But yeah, man, just literally putting in work, man.
I hear that.
What
What
about
about
you,
you, Marco?
I've been good, same as Ish, more or less. But I'm happy to get the opportunity to be on here because it gives me a way to speak my mind.
Yeah, no, you got a very interesting mind.
Yeah, that is very true.
A very interesting mind. It works in mysterious ways like the
Brain's
Lord.
a roulette wheel.
Yeah, I hear that. You just whatever pops out, innit? Yeah. DJ, what you saying? What you telling me?
I'm good. I'm running on fumes right now, but I'm good.
Same.
I'm good.
Why
I'm
you running off fumes? What happened? What
'Cause
happened to the engine?
I was in Highbury at 5 a.m.
Doing what?
Doing what?
Late night lurking.
Mm.
Let's lurk. What are
Nah.
you saying? So what was you lurking for in particular?
My bed.
So what?
Where was you coming from?
Yeah, that exactly. That's the better
I don't
question.
want to speak about that.
You know them
Alright.
assassins there, Hitman 47 and them man there. They don't
Man
even
had a
speak.
mission, boy. Man was on a
even-
mission.
Yeah, you don't even speak about the targets. Just clean body out of there. You know what I'm saying?
Man had his own Champions League final.
Yeah.
man.
Man said he didn't need the Galacticos. He had his own Galacticos. You know what I'm saying?
The visuals, mad.
I am fluent.
Shit. Yeah, I hear that. So you won your game that day, yeah?
Don Carlo won today.
Mm.
Yeah, today. It's still today. Yeah.
Oh.
You know when you forget, like, this morning is today, like,
Your
but it's
game-
dark outside.
Your game was extended.
Yeah.
I hear that.
Extra time.
I hear that.
Time.
Ugh.
Penalties and that.
Ugh.
Nerve wracking.
Ugh.
Ball shaking.
Yeah. Yo.
Hey, you lot don't know about the pressure about penalties last minute because you know them man are under immense pressure.
What's a bull shaking up?
Yeah, roll for real, like you know what I'm saying. but, well, yeah, man. Yeah, also man's good as well, man. You know, so
come
know
on,
me, same old grinding, same shit, different day. But
Making shit happen, innit?
yeah. But we've had another tumultuous week.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of niggas doing wrong things. You know, letting us down. You know, letting us good black men down once again. I don't even claim him, car. Me personally, he's a piece of shit. That's just my personal
Who
opinion.
you talking about? What
I
you
don't.
referring to?
Do you remember? I don't even know the brother's name. I don't know. All I know apparently is he is a TikToker. I've got
Let's call him
The
Oreo.
TikToker that
Let's
wears
call him
the muscle
Oreo.
vest all the time.
yeah, them you know them low V-necks. Them low V-necks. You know them low V-necks to your belly button. Your belly button's all revealed in that, bruv.
It's
Like,
a U-neck vest, bro.
a U-neck. Are you wearing a U-neck vest? That's crazy. Yeah, but before I get this up, so basically there was this TikToker. I can't remember his name. He was talking to one of his other bedrins on Instagram Live, and his bedrin was talking about having his first black girl experience. So that's red flag number one. You know what I'm saying? That's therefore red flag number one. Then they was referring to the black women as dark chocolate things. And this girl wasn't even dark. That's the madness, you feel me?
There was 1.5 white people in that live together. Yeah.
Man said 2.5 black men. Yo, fucking no, but yeah. So yeah, they were just referring to black women in real derogative terms, innit? And I think man said that I think at the end of the live, man said, "What? I'm just happy she don't look like Drogba." You feel me? Say basically assuming that all black women look manly and they got manly features, and you know how that stereotype goes. You know that's a stereotype that's constantly pushed.
Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah,
you
no,
know,
go
you
on.
can just tell when man has that attitude. I would want to say I'm surprised, but I wasn't because it's like if you look at his previous like content, it's usually like, you know, them lads. Yeah, let's get on it, lads. You can tell he's a West Ham fan, bro. West
Ham fan.
Them type of guys, bro. Black Millwall fan, bro.
He ain't from the culture, man.
I hear that. So how do you lot
still.
feel about black men that actively like say their preference is not black women, but use black women, like shit on black women to explain why their preference isn't black women? Like, how do you feel about niggas like that? Do you think it's a problem? Do you feel everyone should have a choice to have their own preference?
Nah, I feel like everyone should have a choice to have their own preference, but at the same time, you don't need to disrespect what other people look like. That's a bit mad still. Like, you can like what you like, no one cares really, but when you're degrading people and putting people down based on what they look like, that's very mad. That's proper inappropriate.
When you're telling us your preference unprovoked, like anyone asked you, it's weird. I only see black men do it when they talk about black girls as well.
It's true.
About not liking black girls. So it's like, one, no one asked. Two, don't really care, bro, because it's like, you can go over there then. There's no third one.
No.
That's
I think it says a lot about like your...
Sorry,
Go on.
I just wanted to say preference.
Yeah, I didn't know how to...
It's something that they use to disguise.
Yeah, of course.
The hatred. Yeah.
They try and make it seem, they use it to make it seem logical, but it's not.
I'm allowed to have this opinion.
Yeah.
It's like,
I think personally, preference, the way they describe it, doesn't really make sense to what preference actually is, because there's beautiful people from all
I agree.
races, you know what I'm saying? So I'm sure if you saw like a black girl and she was to the standard of what he was trying to go for, he wouldn't even be thinking that, but he's just saying trying to stereotypicalize, that's even a word, all of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm just making up words.
No, but I get what you're saying. Like, for me personally, I feel like niggas who do that, I personally feel they have a lot of self-hate. And I feel like maybe they were in environments where this self-hate was forced upon them, innit? Like, because it's deeper than just the women you're dating, yeah? Because I'm black, so obviously I'm not just interacting with black women from a attraction standpoint. I'm interacting with them from a family standpoint. I've got friends that are black women. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's
people
like
that you grow with,
yeah, you
people in
grow
your
up with and all of
area.
that shit. So it's like, for me personally, I don't understand how, even if you have a preference, how you would actively just shit on black women to prove why your preference is better. Like, it don't make no sense to me, because are you forgetting that you may have come from a black woman? Do you know what I'm saying?
You know
You
why?
may have sisters and all of that kind of shit.
Because he's a fucking dead thing. You know them ways that he couldn't get...
Go ahead,
When he was younger, he couldn't get black girls, so of course the only thing he could get was probably someone from that background. And then he was like, you know what? If the shoe fits, wear it. So he just going for the white things, and now because he probably has a lot of white friends and they might banter about black girls, he just there like going with it. But it's not the same, car. When you go back home, the girl that you think looks like Drogba, that's your mum.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah,
So you got Makalele, Drogba, all of that at yard. You got Eto on FaceTime.
I said Eto on FaceTime.
So like you've got all of that. Like, I understand if you don't like maybe a black girl, she's not your type, but you can't disrespect them as a whole, because at the end of the day, your mum's black, your nan's black, all the women in your family are black. So you saying, at least she didn't look like Drogba, that is very disrespectful to your whole line of generation.
It's a shit way to talk about a person in general.
Facts.
Like, we kind of need to move away from that as men. Like, the way we talk about women, like especially in dating, we need to move away from that.
And I feel like even despite your background, even if you didn't grow around any black people, you can't be talking about people like that.
Yeah,
That's still mad. It don't matter whether you did grow with black or not. Like, you can't, you can't be moving like that. That's nuts.
Yeah, but do you know what it is? Like, for me personally, like from my experience, when I've encountered like brothers that talk down on black women, their preference is based on impressing other men anyway. Their preference ain't based on what they actually like. Because man
spaces as well. It don't make sense.
Yeah, because man will say, will be in a group, say, for example, I know none of us are like this, but say, for example, in a group of niggas, yeah, you'll be all talking about preference or whatnot, then everyone's preference in that room, if you're that type of brother, will now be the same because they're all trying to impress each other.
That's true. That is.
Do you know what I'm saying?
And
Like,
sometimes some men do it subconsciously. They don't even know they're doing it, but they just say something to try and add to the combo.
do you know what I'm saying? Everyone wants to look like a girl. It's like, fam, you know what I'm saying? But these times, Donnie might like fluffy, beautiful black women, you know what I'm saying? But now he's going to say, I need my thing to be blazing with a big back and small waist. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
He just needs to wait until he goes pull up to that wrong white girl and she calls him a nigger. Yeah, his whole life is gonna
You
change.
think that hasn't happened already?
Huh?
Yeah, it definitely happened.
He probably
likes that shit. Yeah, no, for a fact.
Say it again.
Call me nigga. You know.
Yeah, I think they call that consensual, non-consensual sex, where you do non-consensual stuff.
Listen, I'll do
in the guise of consensual stuff.
I need to get rushed. You know there.
He's definitely loving that.
Rush without consent, man. You can't do that, man.
You know them niggas that say, black girls were really interested in me growing up. Yeah, it's like, I know, I could tell. Nigga. Really tell.
Someone
You're insufferable, bro.
Real quick, do you guys think like the whole colorism thing has just been repackaged? Like, because what the guy said in the video is nothing that we've not heard or we did like around in secondary school.
I had to ask because she's not on mic at the moment, but she asked has the whole colorism thing in like dating, I'm guessing, has it been repackaged? So like for what my man said, we've heard that before on the playground, in schools, whatever. But I would say it has. I would 100% say yes, it has. But it just shows like we haven't really done the work to actually.
I think we need to do the work within ourselves first, like in terms of like community, innit? And get rid of the stigmas. And because even like, I know this, maybe people be like, oh, this is bad, but like even like when it comes to colorism, and there's mad positivity for, just gonna sound mad, but there's mad positivity for dark skinned people and whatnot. You could like at the same time people get shat on for being the lighter tone, innit? I'm not saying there hasn't been privilege for light skinned people or whatnot, but what I'm saying is you don't have to also then demonize someone for being light skinned. They are black too, like, you know what I'm saying? We need to get rid of the whole divide and comparison. We're all black. There's all different shades and colours of black, all of that shit. I just think we need to just love each other personally and love ourselves, because obviously a lot of that shit is self-hate.
100%.
A lot of that shit is self-hate. I got a question though for the man and everyone who, if you got an opinion, how do you lot feel about white men and women having a fetish for black men and women?
It's weird.
It's very weird.
Very weird.
What do you mean, like?
So, for example,
as in they only like
I've seen this with a lot of white guys.
Yeah.
They only like a specific type of black woman because it's a fetish for them. Do you get what I'm saying? So they don't really love all black women, but they have an idea. They're hypersexualized black women, and they got a certain type of black women they go for. Let's like the two brothers in the live. Man was like, she looks black things that look white. Yeah, I was like, what? What does that even mean?
What do you mean that look white? Like
they got white features, so smaller nose, smaller lips, more petite, that kind of thing. You get what I'm saying?
Even the way they speak.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff, innit?
Okay.
So there's like, so when I say fetish, there's like there's a certain type of there's a certain type of black woman a white man will go for, and there's a certain type of black man a white woman will go for. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that shit's weird, man.
Very weird, isn't it?
I don't understand. Like, I can understand you might have like more obsession, like, we like black people, like black women and whatnot, and then white guys like white girls. But to have a fetish over a certain type, that's very, very weird. I think that you need to get your mental checked a bit regarding that, because it doesn't make any sense to me.
And this is gonna go left, but I don't think. I think the main reason for that is porn.
Yes. Potentially.
No, I don't even think it's potentially. I think it is that.
Things like that. When you're exposed to things like that, your mind just goes all sorts of places. You're used to see a certain type of thing, and you start to normalize that and make think like, And you got to
think that also some of these men don't even interact with black women like that, or black people. So like their only interaction might be on socials, where you might see a black woman doing twerking online, or you might go and watch porn, and you might go, you know what, I'm gonna watch a black girl get done by a white guy, innit? Because I'm saying.
young
Yeah, I'm saying. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to be funny, but you know,
live through someone else.
yeah. Do you get what I'm saying?
That's true though. It's true. He's trying to live through someone else's piece.
Yeah.
Vicariously.
Yeah, that's me.
Huh?
Is there a way to say these?
I just think there's just some people you just gotta let them do what they do and just
Don't entertain.
yeah.
They just got to face reality.
Yeah, the more you entertain them, the more they've
Entertain the white babes that you know like you just because of your skin color.
yeah.
Hey,
Them out.
Oh man.
it's true.
That's what you can do because at the end of the day,
Yeah.
people benefit from it, and that is complicit.
Yeah, of course.
And Ida's point, if you didn't hear that off because she's off mic, she was just basically saying, repeat that. Sorry, you said don't entertain the white babes that just like you for your color. Yeah,
Dr. Umar would say.
yeah, I'm saying, don't put yourself in environments where these type of people are in it.
And porn's not real at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's all acting.
It's not real. bro.
I've seen the BTS.
No, facts.
Bro, that's a whole nother thing.
The BTS will ruin your whole.
Man, a high fiving.
Where do you watch the video?
Sometimes I might like the episode and then
Man, that's it.
The
BTS.
episode, not even the episode.
Yeah,
Man has seasons of this.
You watch the full thing?
Huh?
You watch the full thing?
No, I skipped it. I know what gets me going. I skipped it. I skimmed through it.
Wait, okay, cool. Quickly before we move on, yeah.
You get the gist of the
I
story.
like this. I like where we are. Are you man staying for the storyline, or are you going straight to where you know what I'm
I
saying?
don't care
the
what
best
my man's
position.
occupation is.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to see something.
Man's there for the action. Man's not trying to see the build up. Man said, listen, I don't care what this guy's delivering.
I'll be real. Depending on the porn star, I might have to watch the build up.
Why, man? They're bad actors anyway.
No,
Doesn't
I
matter.
don't care. I don't care. I'm now in the mood. I gotta tell myself. Let me enjoy it for what it is. You feel me? I gotta romance myself.
Listen, I want to be
Put the
a delivery
candles
man
on.
one
You know what I'm
time.
saying? Soft music in the background.
Man said he got inspired to be a delivery man, man.
I applied for UPS.
A man's gonna turn out with a door with his piece in the box. Hey, you're a man. Man said, fuck you, yeah, I'm a fucking UPS man.
Ding
Topless. Brown vest on.
You're mad.
Brown vest on.
Great when they're trying to rob your house or something.
Yeah. That's a crazy
yes.
fetish, by the way. That is a crazy fetish, by the way. How are you getting your yard broken into and the first thing you think is arch your back? That's crazy. That is crazy, fam. Nah, hey, porn is, it's got some
Them
good
man with the
characters on it.
valleys on in porn, they crack me up, bro. Because it's like,
And the Tims,
fuck is
the
going
belly
on
and the
here,
Tims.
bro?
Yeah.
The belly and the Tims is one of the coldest combinations of food.
no, Tim's and knee pads.
What?
No,
No,
what's
man.
going on? Man was
You're
watching NFL.
This brother went too far. And knee pads. Man was seeing suggestions and clicking.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
you man acting like you don't know. Okay, cool.
I don't know
Okay,
I've never seen a nigga wear knee pads. Let me not lie to
fair
you.
enough.
I saw that with John Cena. Fam.
Hey, yo, listen.
You can't see him.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Man said, imagine doing that to
See me, nigga.
Man said before the
That's
finish.
dead.
Man, shit, man, put in the SDFU and the
Real FU.
yeah, no, for real. Could that even work?
Man, let's
All right, let's move on.
Let's spin this scoop.
Okay. All right, my
Change
bad.
the clutch, man. Let's go.
Man, change the clutch. All right, cool. So gear 2.
Change the gear, I mean.
What was the second? Oh yeah, now I've got.
This nigga can't drive.
Man said change the clutch. Alright, cool. Let's get back on track. Alright, cool. So
I'm done.
I saw an interesting conversation. Obviously, you know, TikTok's now a sensation and now everyone's blowing off it somehow, some way, innit? And the question posed was, what effect has TikTok had on the music scene in the last couple of years, good or bad? Like, what's you lot's opinion on that?
A bit of both, you know, not gonna lie, because I feel it's a good way to get yourself out there to a lot of people who wouldn't have known you. Because, like, for example, say you're from ends and whatnot, the type of music you put out there, the first people that are gonna click on it are people who can relate to it. Some people can't relate to it, but they enjoy it. And there's a lot of TikTok's just worldwide, so people from other countries may be able to see it. People from other backgrounds, like you're talking about like what you're doing up in ends in Tottenham, Brixton, whatnot, and then someone in Worcester or whatever, however you pronounce that, they might just like the music of like, oh yeah, this is a bop, show it to their boys. You know, you got a few views. However,
Yeah.
the bad thing is that people are making songs just to blow up. They're not putting any substance in it. So it's like all the little Get Sturdy songs and whatnot. They're nice, but at the same time, it's kind of, I feel sometimes it overshadows the people who are really trying to put effort into their work, and they treat it like an art form, which
it reduces the value in it.
And I do give credit to both of them, because making music isn't easy, regardless of if it's something that's going to be a TikTok bop tune or if it's going to be something with deep substance.
Not to cut you off, but I actually feel like it's harder to make catchier music than heartfelt music, because heartfelt music normally comes from within. If you're writing about your experience,
it's actually something that you think actually happened.
This has happened, so you're gonna pour your thing into it, innit? You're gonna make sure you're gonna.
So that's easier.
I feel like it's because, okay, I know that sounds crazy, innit? Yeah. But then trying to make a worldwide bop where everyone can relate to, that's not easy.
But the thing is, the formula's there.
The formula's there, but not everyone can execute. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Because if everyone could do it, a lot of men would do it. Because a lot of men have tried. You've seen where it's a man has tried it and has failed at it. Like he'll catch on for like maybe a week or two, and then man are just off that. And there's
but that's the blessing and the curse of having a catchy song. You might catch it, but
my point is, you've seen
there's men that have sustained it and it's just gone clear though.
Put it this way, not
keep doing it over and over.
Not everyone can be Kendrick with Damn. Not everyone can do that. Do you know what I'm saying? So they've seen man try. They're in a different rap zone or whatever. They make real music, quote unquote, and then they try going for the poppy sound, and everyone's just like, this ain't you. Like I would rather you just do your thing, like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying is, I don't like that people always diminish people for making pop music, because that ain't always the easiest thing to get over, because everyone's doing it at the same time as well. Remember, everyone's getting their tunes written.
And pop music changes. It changes over time. There's no like specific pop sound for the most part.
I think right now
with
trends,
in
the UK, there kind of is. It's like, I think the most like pop is turning into like, I say like whitewash drill.
Yeah, that's pop. That's pop across the world now. That's pop across the world at the moment.
Music, but it's like very watered down.
That's pop now. But what was it 5 years ago?
It was
5 years ago.
It was Migos. It was Migos 5 years ago. That was pop. Yeah, when they had Bad and Bougie and that. And everyone was chasing that sound
and stir-frying that.
Yeah. Everyone was chasing that sound to go pop and that. Because obviously now hip hop is basically pop, innit? So it's like whatever pops within that. Yeah, but whatever pops within that normally goes pop anyway. Because the machine behind it, because you said things like TikTok and that, that's where it's good for, innit? Because you've got a whole machine, something can catch off like that.
Yeah.
And now it's everywhere, and it counts to streaming. Yeah. So,
but the positive side, one thing I really say about the positive side is it's actually mad, because there's man. Because it's such an algorithm-based platform, there's man that will release a song on a certain genre, and then everyone, like for example, let's say it's a dancehall song, and let's say you like watching them dancehall videos or people like dance to the music or whatever, the indies, Jamaican raves or whatever. You watch them sort of videos, that algorithm will pick up that song, for example, and then it will just keep getting views and views. People use that soundtrack keeps booming up, blowing up, and then that song then becomes big in that part of the world or in that genre, and then the song just blows up. You see everyone using it for trends. It goes mad, and then from there, that artist is now becoming established and then loads up another track and then gets their career on a move.
It's kind of the algorithm itself is kind of turned like the music business into like a game.
Yeah.
So if you can either use challenges or just use sounds, memes, all that shit, and you can use that to go viral. People, and you use your sound, people just search sound and find similar videos like that.
That's the same. I think that's the same thing with like music videos, because I see TikTok's like a basic version of that, because the visuals to the song are what entice you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So back in the day, the music video, when you watch a music video of a song, it could make the song sound a lot better because of what's going on to match the music. So people are all doing these dances, like, oh, this looks fun, let me do this. They're all doing the challenges and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
And you find it entertaining.
Yeah, exactly.
So that makes you want to listen to the song more. And then even if you're walking down the road, you've got the visual in your head, or even the dance or something.
But the one downside, I'd say of that is, though, sometimes you might hear the song, it might be trendy, you got the dance and all of that, but you might not even know who the artist. Some people might not even know who the artist is. If you don't do your research, you probably hear this song's a banger. My man could be having a show next week, you don't even know, but you don't know who he is. You just know the song.
But like Marco said, that's the problem, because man are chasing that one hit, yeah, the problem is once they get the one hit, no one's got nothing to go back to.
Yeah.
So a lot of artists are having to scramble, piece music together, throw out a quick EP because they need something
To
of
catch on
substance
to the
to
little
keep the momentum
50,
going.
yeah.
But if you've been putting in work and you say like, cool, you're a mixtape artist, and you've got like catalogue of work and that, you say that I've got 4, 5, 6, 7 mixtapes, and then you catch that TikTok viral moment, it's a rap.
Yeah.
It's absolutely
You got
rap
consistency, you got a
'cause now-
background.
exactly, because now people can go back to the very beginning and say, all right, cool, let me see what he was making at the beginning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then it's more sustainable. But trying to continuously
Catch one.
like, I love Digga D, but there was a moment when he was just trying to do that as well.
Yeah,
He was just trying to make TikTok tunes, like he did the Squid Game tune. There was something, even though the Way tune is fire, I don't care what anyone says, that tune is fire, that's still a TikTok-y,
Yeah, it's catchy.
trendy, catchy tune, and that was going viral, doing crazy
Do
numbers.
you know
on TikTok.
anyone that has like them one track songs that hasn't like made anything since, or
There's
they have?
bare-
There's bear.
Sun comes down, my zoot comes out. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
If I have
yeah,
to hear
yeah,
that fucking song again, yeah, if I have to hear that fucking song again, I'm throwing my phone out the window.
IEO guy or whatever, EIO guy.
Yeah, what the Val guy?
Something about German whips or something. What happened to that guy?
That was before
he said
TikTok.
apparently he went rehab or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Something like that.
Apparently he's in
Something
rehab
like that.
still.
Shit.
Yeah, no, it's cool. No, he is still. Oh shit, he made me lose my paint. What did you just say again?
name-
Anyone? Oh, name who? What about that Somali woman that went viral?
she got married.
That's a banger though.
Yeah,
but
she's
she,
another-
no, she's different because she didn't intend for it to.
Yeah.
Oh
she
yeah,
didn't- she
yeah. But I'm
didn't
just
put-
saying. Yeah, I'm
okay,
just saying.
I see
Yeah,
what you're saying,
there's moments just that I'm trying to think who else has probably.
What about
Packs and potions.
Oh yeah, Hazy.
No,
Yeah,
I swear
yeah.
he
No,
got
but
signed and he's
Early, but
he's still.
Because when did that song come out? That song came out.
that went. Yeah, that was a black box. That wasn't even a song. By the way,
yeah.
that was a black box freestyle,
Yeah.
and then that went crazy.
Yeah.
I think then they went
what,
viral.
what about they're trying to get as much out of it as they can out
Yeah,
the
of
song
course. That's what you're supposed to do, innit? Yeah.
Go on to the next
Just
one.
And they
what-
do the remix and that, and then they keep
And I
it
think it
moving.
was you that I said it to. I was like, when I heard him on the Knock Knock remix with M24 and Tion, I was like, oh, you can actually rap though. Because obviously, if my first interaction with you is just a TikTok viral moment, I'm just thinking, oh, that's one of them other niggas, isn't it? Then I heard him, I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, you're just capitalizing off this cold moment that you have.
yeah.
You can actually do this thing. Like, fair enough. Like, that's when it's good. I just feel like another thing. I think there's a problem. I feel like followers and that is impacting the way like labels sign people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very-
So that's where it's fucking up the game. Because like for me, you see a man, because labels don't care about like developing artists no more. It's like, alright, you got 1 million followers, or you got a catchy song, I'm gonna take you quickly. We're gonna rinse the fuck out of you with a quick 360, and whatever happens after that.
Let's do a viral challenge.
But you got to remember at the same time, these men are actually signing these contracts, so they're part to blame.
I hear that. I'm just saying this.
It's
Well,
both parties.
if you sign it, it's your
Yeah,
prerogative,
true, but that's
innit?
why you got have people be able to look at the contract for you. 'Cause
Yeah, but
some man,
If
yeah.
I put throw
It's-
75 racks in your face, and
Thank you.
you weren't making nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but some
it's
man
hard,
hold their
bro.
ground and don't
You don't care
sign.
if you have
Hey,
to make
Russ
16
signed a
albums.
30K deal for 30 albums. Let that sink in.
No, but he's out of that. He's out
He's
of
out
that.
of that, but I'm just saying, when you're trying to do something that you're
Yeah,
passionate
yeah, yeah.
about and someone throws you money you've never seen before, it don't matter. Because you're just thinking, I'll take the 30 racks. Like he said it himself, I'll take the 30 racks and flip that. And then whatever happens, innit? Because that's what you're thinking about. You're just
Yeah, a lot
thinking,
of man-
offer me 50 bars, it might not be the greatest still, but it's better than what I'm doing right now.
And I think it's different because the most popular artists now, they're quite young. Like, think
Yeah.
about, like,
Under
back in the day,
30.
like, when you think about like Jay-Z, 50 Cent, I know this is across the border and whatnot, but they blew up when they were in
No, you're right. Gigs,
25, 27.
Gigs, Skepta, yeah.
They blew up in their later stage, so they had the experience and they had the mindset. But these guys are like 18, 19, some of them are 17. Like I swear Digga D's like 21 and he's been around for how long? So
Yeah.
imagine when he first got his first deal, and he was like 16, 17.
I think he's been independent the whole time though.
Really? Swear?
Yeah.
So
That's why he's so kicked. Yeah. Not a lot like.
Independent, but could probably have publishing.
Yeah, probably have publishing and stuff like that,
management as
and
well.
put album but that's smart, innit? Every time you got an album to release,
man
I'm
aren't
gonna get
using-
some publishing.
These men
whatever.
aren't using labels anymore. They're using
distribution,
management and publishing basically.
And distribution.
I just said. Yeah, distribution. Yeah.
Yeah, because bare artists like once you get to a
Don't need a
certain
label.
once you get to a certain level, you can do different deals where you get more piece of the pie because you've got the following, you've got everything established now. Like,
'cause you're benefiting them.
yeah, exactly. But when you're, like you said, 17, 18, 19, you ain't seen this yet, you're more enamored with the fact that you can get bitches now. You're gonna have the iciest chain. You can buy cars you like now. You ain't gonna give a fuck about
blowing their advance, bruv.
Yeah, because they don't.
Age don't do that. It's just up here.
It's true.
Yeah, 'cause- yeah,
I've seen-
Yeah, but
I've
it's
seen
gonna
some
be more
people,
likely with a 19-year-old than a 25.
No, not necessarily. I think it is the mindset thing as well. Because
Russ, for example.
Yeah.
But when did he sign?
Our age, innit?
I think he
But when did he sign? Well, when did he sign that deal though?
last year.
No, he's old deal, not his.
With the 30K one.
Yeah, the 30K one. That would have
I
been.
think that was time.
That was time ago with the owner of Pac-Man TV.
30K for 30 albums. That's crazy.
Press play.
Press play, sorry, my bad. Press play media, sorry, my
you
bad.
might as well go work in Marks and Spencer.
Expensive. Yeah.
30K for 30 albums. That's a grand album.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. That artist development don't
mad.
exist no more because everyone's got followers. A lot of these guys,
Someone got
who
offered a
blow,
suit, bruv.
Now they
Part
had
of
a
their
little
deal,
bit of a
Yeah.
They had a buzz before. You know what I'm saying?
Mad.
Do you think I think maybe they feel they don't need to like go through the artist development because there's so much exposure to what goes on behind the scenes you can learn for other people.
I think the dope thing.
Cost of your career.
That is true.
No, but I think the very dope thing about the scene now is the very detriment of it. So the fact that there's so many different ways to put out music now. Like, bro, like I can make a tune. It may be dead, but I can go on TuneCode real quick. Pay $9.99 for the year.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying.
And
a lot of these
dash that
platforms,
out, and
like,
that can,
yeah, a lot
I
of
can
these,
blow.
yeah.
I can blow just like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's a lot of platforms like that, distribution platforms, as you said, like TuneCore. I think there's another one called Distro. Is it DistroKid? Yeah, I
There's
think-
United. There's
United Masters.
There's United Masters
There's
as well.
all these
Yeah.
little man.
Yeah, no, United Masters
Might
is
see
fire
DJ
as
with a tune
well.
on there.
What's that to say?
No, there's DJ. He's got a track coming
got
out
a
soon, man.
mixtape coming out. It's just got a mixtape coming out.
Nah, listen, man. That's DJ, man.
gonna-
I need that feature.
The mixtape's gonna be smooth waves with him on the front wiping his waves.
Ah,
You know what I'm saying?
Mixtape's called Wipe Me Down.
Nah,
Do-Rag Diaries.
talking about we didn't discuss this, but I think it's a good segue. But fucking talking about like signing contracts when you're young, how do you lot feel about childhood stars? As in the impact being a childhood star has in the rest of your career. Because obviously you got
There's
Raven
various
Simone.
cases. Yeah,
you got
yeah.
Raven Simone. Obviously she's better now. You got Corey from Raven. He's on a mad thing. I think he's in jail right now. Orlando for he's got a case for.
I don't think he's in jail though.
No, he's got a case for sleeping with a minor though.
Did he?
Yeah.
That's mad.
Jesus.
Orlando Brown. He was moving
Apparently
crazy. He's better
better
now.
now,
Yeah, no,
yeah,
he's getting better now.
But he was fucked.
What's my man from Home Alone?
Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
There's Miley.
He's back.
Miley Cyrus is another one.
I don't think Miley Cyrus was that bad.
Yeah,
No,
I think she
but I
revealed
think it
who
was-
she actually is.
Yeah. I think she just went on. Yeah.
We're just talking about child stars in general.
Yeah, but do you think? Alright, let me put it in a better way. Do you think it's a good thing or a bad thing? Childhood
Bad
stars
thing?
for
What do
the
you mean,
for the kid, the star, not
Oh, bad.
In general.
It robs you of your childhood.
Robs you your childhood, puts you around people that don't have your best interest at heart. That's including your parents.
Yeah, depends who's.
Little kids then.
Huh?
You're just not gonna have stuff.
We got
Man said,
that's not politically correct.
Oh, sorry.
Whoever's editing that, bleep that out.
What do you call it? Small people.
Yeah, small people. Don't bleep that out. Bleep that out.
Sorry.
Yeah, let's go.
Sorry.
I know, but think about it. Like, you know, like some of.
No.
What about the what's the name? Hash Bileta?
So wait, hold on.
If I saw him, he looked like a child.
Let's get back on track.
But I think he should fight local man. You know, I'm waiting for that.
This brother.
Let's get back on track. But yeah, like, what's your man's opinion? So you think it's a bad thing?
I think it's a bad thing because I see it, as I said, it robs you of your childhood, and you get put around people and an environment that you're not used to and that your brain can't like tolerate. Because I can't remember who I was watching, but there was one where you're 13 years old, you're going to be around a lot of adults. Say, for example, you got like a work brunch party or whatnot. There's going to be people around there doing stuff that you have no idea doing. Like,
There's no kids there.
Yeah, exactly. You're the only kid.
You know, you there.
Yeah, that's a good point because Lindsay Lohan said that fucking when she was like 12, 13.
Yeah, that's
she's
exactly what I'm talking
she's in parties, man are doing coke next to her, drinking. That's how she got a coke addiction, all that kind of shit. Because
At what, 13?
What's the name?
yeah, bro, she's there, bro. The Hollywood lifestyle is mad, bro.
Drew Barrymore.
Drew Barrymore.
She was like,
I was gonna bring her up.
She was
Yeah.
like on Addicted to Coke at like 12.
Yeah, her mum was pimping her out and that,
Yeah.
telling her to go dance with the men in Studio 54 and that.
What?
She was the little girl in ET.
Huh?
A lot of these
This is
kids
all mad.
Yeah, the original ET phone home. She was the little girl in it. Yeah.
Pretty Ricky, you got Drew Hill, you got Baddies, group
Exactly.
Child Stars,
Yeah, bro. Like
the Nickelodeon kids.
Ocean Baby.
Like Nick Cannon is like one of the rare examples of someone who is a childhood star and flips their career and can continue to reinvent themselves. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying?
Actually, what about what's his name? The guy from Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Yeah, they're doing that.
Cody.
Yeah, they're doing that.
I've seen him on some other show as well. It's called Riverdale or something like that.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, you do more.
What about Bow Wow, man?
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Bow Wow.
Excuse me. Shad.
Shad
Moss. Yeah, that's another good example.
Soldier.
I just feel like
Lil
to
Romeo.
put a youth on that kind of schedule is crazy. Like it's crazy, bro. Because it's like tennis players go through that as well. Because you know, tennis players they can blow from young, innit? You can be 14 and be a professional.
Yeah.
And I was watching
I think it's the condition.
But
I was watching. I was watching the what's the Serena Williams movie with Will Smith in it, and yeah, King Richard. Thank you very much. And obviously, there's a scene in there, I believe, where he basically would like take them out of training and say, "No, they're gonna go be kids." Because fam, if you're gonna treat a kid as an adult,
You're gonna make them work.
so whatever age you start to make them work from, mentally, they're not really gonna move from that position because they're gonna just want to be that kid that whole time. Obviously, it's fun at the beginning, but in hindsight, you're gonna figure out like, I didn't ever make friends my own age. I didn't ever go school properly. I'm doing work in a trailer, bro. Then I'm going on set with a bunch of adults. You're not really getting much experience. And then obviously your parents
dons are just here.
yeah, and then your parents might not come from nothing. So now your parents are putting extra pressure on you because they're looking at you like, you're the bag, you're the ticket out of here. You're the you better. I don't care what you're taking on
You don't
set.
get a chance to be a kid. Because,
Yeah,
like,
bro.
If you're an actor, like they give you there's a 1% chance that you can do a little fuck up, especially if you're new. So if you're a kid and you do a fuck up, yeah, like if you're just a kid in general, your mum might be like, oh, that's cool, the kid is cool, fine. But when you're actually an actor and you do like 1 or 2 fucks, because kids make mistakes, the pressure is going to be so much harder because there's people that livelihoods depend on how well you act because there's directors, there's the people filming and everything. So if you're messing up all the time and you're a child, sometimes they get onto you and treat you like an adult and that can mess you up.
Bruv, I can't even remember like something I read 30 seconds ago sometimes, let alone a full-on script as a 5-year-old.
These kids be getting depression and that.
Yeah, and it shows in the later stages of life, not really it doesn't really show in the early years.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's
Yeah, because obviously in your head there, if you're like 7, between the ages of 5 and 10, you're on set, you're getting to eat what you want, you're getting pampered, they're calling you a star. You're not gonna think there's negative sides to this.
But you got to remember one thing as well, though. Not everyone blows straight away at that age.
Yeah, but I'm talking about them ones, like the Lindsay Lohans. Them ones. I'm talking about the ones that go straight to stardom.
Because you see the ones that don't go straight to stardom and they're on their way up. They're still going to school and
that's what I'm saying. But that's the perfect balance.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying? Like, what's his name? Is it Tom Holland in Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Like he went Brit school. So he was doing, you're living normal life, like, but your whole thing is geared towards acting, but I still get to be a you and grow up. And
a lot of those
you know what I'm
actors are
saying?
like theatre kids as well. So they will go, the kids that are around are kids like them.
Yeah.
So they're all pursuing like acting.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm pretty sure they're getting home tutoring, homeschool, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I think another thing that might affect like child stars is that imagine when you're like young age, you're getting booked all the time. You're in this show, you're in that show,
busy.
you're in this movie and that movie, and you know how there's a lot of ageism, if that's even a term, in entertainment. Like after a while, you're at 25, you could be spoiled milk at 25, and you're just entering the prime of your life. But the industry's telling you you're spoiled milk. You feel me?
Because they're used to the star you as a younger, and now you're a bit older. It's
You
like,
can't get the same bookings. You're not that same little star.
or people see you as the child still.
I think people were saying that about Justin Bieber at one time. They were saying like his voice broke or something like that.
They say,
And they were like, oh no, you done out, this, that and the fourth. Because they wanted him to like still have the high pitched voice.
Oh no, they made him look younger for years.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. They made him look younger for years on purpose because his demographic was so young they had to kind of like, oh, well, you're growing up, but we got to somehow figure a way to kind of relate. And then he started, what's the album he did when it was like full R&B? It's like the album's fire. I can't even lie.
Is that the one with Sorry on it?
No, that's before.
Okay.
This was, I'm saying that album was before that. Was it not? The one at the Journals album. Was it not before the... Yeah.
Was it the one they singing, baby?
No, that was before. This was like when... This is like when Justin... This is like
You're one of the few men at the time that was saying that, man. I know you know Ludacris's verse off by heart, innit?
Now he's calm.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's calm, yeah.
Football stars and that. Because the laddish culture is taught from early.
So if you didn't hear what Chris said, what about football stars?
Football stars, it's actually crazy because there was like a documentary. I didn't watch it, but I saw the trailer for it. There's a lot of men that are through the system from 3 years old and then 18. They're told, sorry. And you're like, what? And then you're stuck. You
You're
don't know what
rattled
to do.
because you ain't done nothing with your life but football.
And a lot of men get depression from that because like, I don't know nothing else. I've been doing this from free training Tuesday, Thursday, all the time, every week,
Going from
every
school to training,
match on the weekend. Exactly.
I feel there's a lot more avenues when it comes to like failing at football than it comes to failing as an actor though. Because if you fail at football, there's so many other things you pick up. You might realize, oh, you're a good leader. You can could drift into the
coaching, scouting. I hear you.
If you're a dead actor,
but a lot of men don't think like that. That's why a lot of them
they end up coaching either.
That's true.
That's true. And you won't really find that out until you've played and you've gone through your career, you've learned, you've matured and understand the game a bit more. And like, you know what, I could be a coach.
No, because some men still have the hope though. Because let's say it's something like you get cut from the team, but you're still cold. And let's say you get like a mad injury or something like that. And then you're thinking, no, but I can come back. You're trying to convince the team that you can come back. Like, no, it's only like a couple months, and that you're trying to convince the team that you can carry on, type of thing. And then they sign someone in your position, and it's tight.
That one hurts.
Yeah, so it's like, and then they end up getting rid of you.
Getting picked for the team.
That can send you into a mad thing because you from the start of the season, you're thinking, next season I'm in the first team, I'm there. Yeah. And then something mad happens, and then it's like, what now?
Jimmy Johnson
plans down the drain.
I think there should be like a safety net for the youth that don't make it.
Yeah, there should definitely be.
They were talking about that. Yeah,
there definitely needs to be a safety net for the youths that don't. So like, because you know, like you could do. There's bare ways you could do courses alongside, so man are picking up skills.
You're supposed to be doing like courses anyway.
Yeah,
when you're
but I'm just saying, but you know
you're
how the game, you know how the game goes.
You know someone live, they had between X and Y.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you know that. Sorry to bring up Prison FC, but you know, like
I black out this part.
You know, my man. Yeah. So man like that, you think they was doing courses?
No.
Sponsors are tapping up their parents, giving them bread from early. He's probably getting illegal contracts from early, money under the table from early. He ain't doing none of that shit. Because they're saying, you're going to be the best thing since sliced bread, bro. So that's why a lot of them don't end up with the skills because they're gassing them. It's not that person didn't think to work on the side, but that person probably was told, by the time you're 18,
No, but that's the thing. It should be the responsibility of the club. It should be the responsibility of the club.
Yeah, but you know how this good thing goes, man.
I'm living in an ideal world.
Yeah.
But there should be a lot of aftercare for these kids as well. For like, if you're going to release them, be able to release them where they have something to fall
at
back
least
on.
pay for their uni on a cheeky thing.
Yeah,
go do a 3-year course. Yeah, course. On the club. You can afford that.
Go do football studies. That's an actual uni.
Yeah,
course.
or go learn about physiotherapy or something.
I think everyone that's a child and getting into something big, whether it be acting, football, or any type of industry, they should have a therapist.
Facts.
Yeah, therapist.
100%.
Because there's a lot of things that can build up in your head. Like, for example, if you're a young footballer, especially like, say for example, like your upcoming footballer, you're from ends, you're gonna get gas thinking, I can do this and do that.
Yeah,
and then when it doesn't happen, it's gonna break you.
Yeah.
And some people like fall off completely.
You have to start again.
And you know,
It's a lot when you're under that much
Exactly.
pressure, when you have to like focus on one thing.
Yeah.
It is important to have the space where
and
you can exercise.
and especially because in them kind of situations, everyone knows who's gonna make it. Like especially if the ends is tight knit. Like not even just the whole area, but like if even in a small section of one area, everyone in that area knows. Yeah, he's gonna blow. So when he comes back to ends
and he don't
blow, yeah, it hurts because you know what certain man are saying in the background. Oh, he thought he was gonna make it. Now look at him, he's one of us again. Because some man don't want you to blow because they want you to be in the same position as them. You feel me? So
Play of the year.
I respect that point a lot. I feel like in them industries, everyone who's in it should get a therapist. It should be health insurance on their thing. It should be a part of what they get. Like, why don't like these industries pay for these man's health bills and that? You know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense to me. They're just ready to take the bread off you. But when it comes to taking accountability for how this industry may have played on this person's downfall, they don't want to take it because they made the bread and they've cut.
That's what it's all about. They just money, innit? Like, if that person can make me money, I don't care what they go through, what's in their background. But can you get the job done and bring some more money home regardless?
And some organizations' excuse may be, we're gonna wrap it up soon though, but some organizations' excuse or reasoning may be that the money isn't there, or like they don't have enough money, because that's what a lot of these smaller clubs will come out and say that it's gonna cost a lot if we get everyone a therapist or something like that.
No, then my rebuttal
for the, like small clubs.
My rebuttal.
There's money in the system.
But
but the money in the system stays at the top.
Yeah, the problem is that, especially in entertainment, because in sports there's players' unions, but in entertainment there's no union for the artists, there's no union for actors.
Not for music. No, there's SAG for actors. Yeah.
Is it?
What's
SAG?
That's like a union for actors. So all that shit. That's why you see like recently, especially during lockdown, you saw a bunch of like crews, like film crews and stuff going on strike and stuff because they don't have unions. And they don't get like adequate pay.
I remember that, you're right. But yeah, artists definitely don't have a union.
Actors do, yeah.
Yeah, artists definitely need a union because they're just getting paused. They're getting fucked left, right, centre. Like, it's fucked for them.
To be fair, I think a lot of artists are getting a bit more savvy with how they do their business.
100%.
Yeah, but the problem is there's still niggas willing to take shit deals just for the quick come up. That's the problem. If you elevate the floor, then there's no more of that bullshit.
Don't you think the blame's on them kind of, because there's artists that similar age of them and they're literally spitting the game of this is how I went and did it, and because you didn't want to listen to that or you didn't even do your research, now you fell into the trap with I signed a 360.
But everyone's situation is different. I'll put more blame on the people with the power to put the money on the table.
Of course,
because they know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly they know they're exploiting these artists.
But that's the thing of the world. It's not all pretty. Like, these men are just trying to make money. And unfortunately, it's
exactly.
You know,
but there's enough money to make everyone eat, though. That's the problem.
Yeah, they have.
Some men don't have your best interests at heart. They just. You know,
it is what it is. It is what it is.
Do you feel also? This came into my head. Like, sometimes the label might put that 360 deal just to test if that person's really worth it. For example, if that person declined the offer, then it's like they're thinking properly about what they want to do. They want to negotiate business plans, because you don't really want to throw all that money to one person who you know can't handle it. They might do something stupid with it. So
yeah, but their aim is to get you on the cheapest deal possible so they can reap the most reward. But we gotta also say some man need these labels. Let's just keep it a buck. Some man need the label, bro. Some man can't think for themselves. Some man don't know how to organize a tour. Some man don't know how to organize their own PR. Some man don't know how to put out merch. So that's why some man
ain't got that business savvy, basically.
Yeah, some man ain't just that, and they may be talented.
Nightmare.
They may be talented,
Always making the wrong.
but they're not. They don't think like we. It's like that's why they say like some players can't make good coaches because they don't know how to think like a coach.
Like Lil Wayne said, Lil Wayne, the only thing he knows how to do is make music.
Yeah.
He doesn't know how to do anything else. So he doesn't know how to do promotion. He doesn't know how to do marketing. If you told him to book your own interview, he doesn't even do good interviews, to be fair.
No.
He's got like maybe one or two, but they're loosely based, so you could really call it an interview.
Yeah.
But he just knows how to make music, and he's quote unquote the best rapper in the world.
Yeah.
So I get what you're saying when sometimes they do need a label or someone else, but at the same time you can hire people to do that. You don't have to go through the label. You can get independent management, sign a little
Have a
6
team.
months,
Some man
contracts.
Some man sign have a marketing team that they pay also on the side, rather than having a label.
Yeah, you
go
can
through the whole
source out.
process.
You can source out marketing teams.
Isn't that what who's his name? Chance the Rapper has, instead of like
Who?
Chance the Rapper.
Yeah.
Like when he first came out, he was independent, but he had like a really, really, really high level PR team around him.
And even
and that's how they got to change the Grammy shit from allowing SoundCloud mixtapes to be included in the Grammys. Yeah, that's why he.
Manager though.
Huh?
He beef his manager.
Nah, recently.
Yeah.
Swear.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Mad.
There's always
or even to add on to that, even to add on to that, Central C with Wild West mixtape.
Yeah.
Man had a horse in bloody, what was it, Shepherd's Bush or something like that. They had an actual horse there.
Yeah, his manager's
as part of the
not
promo, like the whole marketing side of things.
And Trapstar let him use the
That's what
writing.
I'm saying, yeah.
The same font for the thing, but I just wanted to get you man's opinion on that because I feel like that's an interesting topic about child stars and shit like that.
Yeah, man.
But
It's time to wrap up.
yeah, man, that's another episode.
Come on, man.
It was time flew by. Still.
You know, you're at your cousin's house, your mom says it's time to go home.
Yeah, and you're
I'm
sad.
not finished up with fun yet.
10 more minutes.
Yo, come on, get your ass in the car. You have been here. It's 1 a.m. I'm like, I can walk home. It's dark. You get your bitch ass in the car. But yeah, anyway, it's been another episode. You feel me? Urban Era 404. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
Subscribe to us on Anchor, YouTube. It's It's UE44. Sorry, on all socials: Facebook, Twitter, Insta, TikTok. We've made a vow that we'll get more active on TikTok.
Yes.
We've said this for a while now, but we're gonna get Activo on there still.
Building
getting
the
a Tumblr
plan.
soon.
But
It's a Tumblr.
We might revive the Tumblr. We have to revive it.
Tumblr was dead since they let the news go. Anyway, I was only here for the beautiful artistic nudes. The nudes. No, they were there was a work of art.
Artsy.
It was an artsy thing. It was I was respecting the arches of the beautiful women.
Me and you had different. I used Tumblr to get things.
What?
You know the little the ones that like, because I'm from ends in it, yeah. But of course, the way I think, yeah, I'm interested in different things. Like, you know, sometimes there were the girls that in the Tumblr girls, in it. So like, yeah, I'm on Tumblr as well. So.
I said that.
Pick up a flower.
Tumblr Marco, if you didn't know.
Post of ASAP Rocky and a flower, yeah. Like, oh yeah, you're really deep.
Tumbling Marco for real, fam. Man's just there tumbling into things.
I saw the Insta, I saw the Tumblr in their bio. I was like, cool, alright.
You know what, go on. You knew they like crystals and that. Yeah, you knew they like the horoscopes and them things there. Yeah, them crystal things be fire. Don't shoot me, babe. But yeah, anyway, that was another episode.
It's been another episode, man. Come on, man.
DJ to the right, me.
Come on.
Tumbling Marco opposite me.
Yeah.
We got Efficient in the building
man.
as well.
Shout out the team in the back.
Team in the back, CK, Flyder, Glow, Scoodoodoo. Yo, bitch.
Boom. Bye.